It's not your job. You have more important things to be doing. That's what a company recruiter once told me. You see, I was asking to be part of all the interview process of hiring a team. Yeah, I was the leader of 100 plus people at that point, and I thought it was exceptionally vital to build the culture and to strengthen the culture that was there. So I thought, what more important things could be done than being part of the entire interview process? And it didn't matter what level of entry to experience, I wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to be involved. And what that did though is it created a bottleneck. I I realized after hearing those words, it's not your job. You don't need to be doing this. You have a team to take care of that. I realized I was being the bottleneck. I took a step back and decisions were being slow. Hiring process was being slowed down because of me, because I needed to see the resumes. I needed to be part of all the process of reaching out to the people, to the candidates, to bringing them in, to being part of the interview, all in the thought that I was doing good, that I was helping the culture build. And what in turn that did was it stifled the hiring process of my business. It stifled who was coming in, places the positions, job positions were open a lot longer than what they should be. There was a lot more candidates to review through, and it was adding up on my desk. And so as I looked at that and I realized that makes a lot of sense. How do you fix it? So I recognized I was the bottleneck and we needed to fix things. So I started with clear expectations. With my team, we built the hiring team. We built a set of clear expectations of who we were looking for as candidates, what we wanted to bring into our company, and what attributes, what skill set, what personality connections, all of that of who to bring in. So we set with clear expectations. I set up a coaching program with my hiring team. Yeah, we also set up decision ranges for things like salary pay, yeah, for when jobs were being posted and what what to expect and who was accountable for those decision rights and who was making the final decisions within the teams that were approved by me but also part of the hiring process itself. And we also set up just the speed of who to go, contacts, accountability, the clarity of who was going to do what within the hiring process, who was going to make the job requisition, which was prior, it was me that was making the job requisitions. Again, just me becoming the bottleneck and all for good intentions, but we all become part of that. So once we set that clarity and accountability up and system design, what we saw happening, just the coaching, is that the speed of decisions to hire quickened. The open positions were were less time being open. They were being filled quickly. Yeah, the especially during the high pressure months where it was needed to have somebody hired in and brought in quick, and the movement within departments increased. The open positions were sought after. Trust within the teams, within my teams, from me to my team, and within their teams as well, they all strengthened as much too because they had their accountability, they had their clarity, they had their decision rights of what they could do, and the quality of candidates that were being hired were far greater than what I could have even found or thought of. And so that all became because the direct team, the team that was involved in the most, was part of that hiring process. They had ownership, and it was clear that they had ownership and clear that they had that accountability and that clarity to make those decisions. And where it would take a long time to get the decision and the hiring and the job offer out there, it was now less than a couple of days, less than a day, done once the interview happened. So the question that I often get asked is, how do I stop being the person every decision has to go through without losing control? That's what I was faced with. And My answer to that, from the story that I just shared, is you design a system built on trust, clarity, and accountability. The system can scale. You can see so much more improvement, strengthening, enhancements of your team, of the decision rights, by being able to set up a leadership system designed with trust, integrity, accountability, and clarity. And once those expectations and ownerships are there, that the team members know what they can and are able to do, that ability and decision rights, they scale, and the leader stops becoming the bottleneck. Even with the good intentions, the leaders can step aside and let that scale. So if you're ready to enhance the strength of your leadership system, please offer connect with me on clarksonleadership.com. If you don't know where to start, connect with me, message me, or just start with our diagnostic. It goes through your leadership system and provides a good, clean report on where your leadership system stands and how strong it can be. So I thank you for listening. Take care.